Hello, everyone. My name is MOTO from Iconic Sports Agency. Today is June 19th, Friday. Today, I'd like to give you all an update of when the sports will start in Japan. First, I'd like to talk about the Japanese Baseball League because it's starting today. All the 6 teams from the Central League and the Pacific League are going to play today. I'm really excited to see how it goes. Of course, with the coronavirus guidelines, there are no spectators at the ball games or the ballparks, so it will only be broadcast on TV. Like I said, I want to see how it goes. What I saw earlier today is that some of the stadiums, they put up cardboard with the people's faces on them to just as if it looks like there's people, spectators in the ballparks. But we'll see how that goes. Some of the things that are different from when we didn't have the COVID-19 pandemic, which is, for instance, it was supposed to start late of March, but now it is going to start from today, which is the 19th of June. Every year, it usually has 143 games, but it's reduced to 120 games. So there's 23 less games this year. One thing, I guess what stands out is that there's no interleague play, so there won't be any Central League teams against any Pacific League teams playing this year. Usually they do, but for this year, they're just only going to have all the Central League teams only play each other and the Pacific each other. And there's no All-Star game this year. Unfortunately, they just canceled it. Usually there's 2 games, but they just canceled it. So we have no All-Star games. The Climax Series, which is the game right before the Japan Series, is that for the Central League, the first place team gets to go on and play. But for the Pacific League, the first place team and the second place team play for the final playoff spot. So first one to win 3 games gets to go and play against the first place Central League team and compete for the Japan Series. So that's different. That's different from last year or the year before. Some other changes is, first of all, the Japan Series, it was supposed to be held starting on the 7th of November, but I guess now it's going to be somewhere in the end of November, around the 21st. The changes that are made, the roster, there's 29 players can be on the roster and 25 on the bench. But for this year, they're going to have 31 rosters and 26 on the bench, which is just a few more. I think they are doing this just if somebody, for instance, is tested positive for the COVID-19 virus. Maybe if you have more players on your roster, you get to change, change the players around, I guess. So that's why they're letting more people on the roster, I guess. And for the foreign players roster, you can have up to 4, but for this year, you can have up to 5, which is 1 extra. Other differences is when you go extra innings, usually they go up to 12 innings, but for this year, they're only going to have it up to 10 innings. So just 1 extra inning every game. And for the trading deadline for every year, it's the last day of July, which is the 31st. But for this year, they're going to have it to the end of September on the 30th. So it is going to start. And like I said, I'm kind of excited. One of the things why I say I'm kind of excited is because I'm not sure how it's going to look like. It's going to be the same baseball, but I don't know, the environment's going to be different. Someday I have to let you guys all know how the ballparks are for every team, because it's different from maybe the American style or any other style. It's just the Japanese have their own style, and it's really you got these guys bringing in instruments. A guy with the trumpet, rooting for his team. You got these guys having this big flags. They're waving these big flags, team flags all over. It's really cool. And I someday I need to do a YouTube video about that, but that'll be in the future, because right now there's no spectators. We can't get in. I just wish everything goes well, and hopefully we get to go into the ballpark soon. Next, we have the J League. The J League will start 27th of June, which is not tomorrow, but the next Saturday. It's coming up soon, and I'm really excited for that too. It's scheduled to play every week until December. Of course, all games will be played without spectators. So we'll see how, I guess, the baseball goes and how soccer goes. And then I guess we'll have spectators hopefully by August. Next, we have sumo wrestling, which is scheduled to start on the 19th of July and go for 2 weeks, which is 15 days till 2nd of August. They are having it at the Kokugikan, which is the home of the sumo in Yogoku, Tokyo. They have also announced that they will not have any spectators during the tournament. And because they had a death of a sumo wrestler caused by the COVID-19 virus, I think they will have more strict protocols and guidelines to protect these staffs and people who are involved in the sumo industry. I hope it works out fine, and it could actually even help out speed up the process of having spectators in no time. Next, I have golf. The men's side, it's not official yet, but they are trying to have the Segasami tournament in Hokkaido starting from the 20th of August. They're trying to schedule that, but there's no announcement yet. The PGA Tour in the US started last week. So if they can get a lot of information from that, use the same formula, I think Japan could have a tournament as early as August, maybe beginning of September at latest. JLPGA, which is the ladies tour, they are having a tournament next week, starting from the 25th of June. It's called the Earth Mondamin Cup, which is held in Chiba. It's one of the biggest tournaments with the biggest purses, so it will be interesting to watch how the tournament will turn out. And like I said earlier, it will help bring back spectators. And it all depends on how the tournament goes and how the COVID-19 guidelines work. I think it has to go perfect, but I'm just hoping that everything goes fine. One sad note here, the F1 Grand Prix, which is supposed to be held on the 9th of October in Suzuka Circuit, it has been canceled. Unfortunately, due to the COVID-19 situation, it got canceled. We won't have it this year. We'll probably have it back next year, but we will have no motor racing this year. And my last topic is about boxing. In Japan, we have one of the famous, exciting boxer, Naoya the Monster Inoue. He is the bantamweight WBA and IBF champion. He's been a champion in 3 weight divisions, and his record is 19-0, undefeated with 16 KOs. He's one of the best boxers coming out of Japan. He's ranked 3rd on the pound for pound rankings. He's really fun to watch. If you get a chance, look him up on YouTube. Great fighter. He was supposed to fight the WBO champion John Riel Casimero in April, but due to the COVID-19 situation, it got canceled. And they're looking at in August for that fight. And I'm actually looking forward to that fight because if he wins that one, he'll have 3 belts by August. And maybe by December, if the WBC champion O'Bali will challenge, he can end up with 4 belts at the end of the year. That will be very interesting. It'll be a great story. It can happen too. And I'm just wishing that the fight will happen in August. And like I said, he's one fun dude to watch. So you got to look him up. Watch his fights. You'll be amazed how he fights, and like I said, you'll start liking him. I just hope the deal goes through and have their match in August. I just can't wait till August though, but I just hope everything goes through. Now there you have it, all the updates of the sports in Japan. There's more. I hope they'll start having spectators. I know it'll take some time, maybe a couple of months maybe. And hopefully I can get to the ballparks or the stadiums or anywhere they have the sports. But I'm just crossing my fingers. Please, if you like my YouTube channel, please subscribe and thumbs up also. Hope to talk to you guys soon again. Have a good weekend. See you guys all soon. Bye-bye.